This is the Fiido X, Fiido's newest e-bike. Find your X factor and be prepared to get your mind completely blown. We have the latest tech, the newest inventions, all in all 10 innovation patents. You can only find these features on Fiido bikes and the design looks stunning.
The torque sensing is so responsive. Whew.
Got a new drip from Fiido. This is the Fiido X, and right off the bat it is super obvious that this is a really special bike with many new inventions that I've never seen before. So if you're interested already, then check out the product links in the description. I will link the best deals for you, and now let's check it out. So here we have the box. It's quite large, but you can grab it like this. And it's not that heavy. Two guys recommended it though. This side and the other side are just blank. Same goes for the top. And this side are similar. So right here we have the barcode, we have the specific model, and then right here we have the measurements of the package and the company details and this warning sign. 25 kilograms by the way, and now let's open it up. So this is what it will look like when you open it up. So on top we already have all the accessories, the manual, the tools, and right here we have the pedals. And also the saddle with the battery. Next up, let's remove this huge foam part. And here we have the bike. This is what it looks like, so let's take it out. And also we have this. So easy as that. Look at that, it's looking so cool. But before we get to it, let me show you all the accessories and the manual. So here we have all the accessories. In this segment I will also take a close look at the saddle. I have never seen this before, this is so cool. So on top we of course have a regular saddle. This is what it looks like. You can slide it forwards and backwards when you loosen up this screw. We have the branding right here. We have these end stops on both sides. Then right here we have this rubber flap that closes up the charging port. The charge port, and on the back side we have the on and off button right there, and we also have the fuse, and you can just screw it open like this. And in here we have a 30 amp fuse, so let's screw it back in, and the battery of itself is of course in the shaft. And now the best part, on the back side right here, as you can see we have two rails. One is the positive and the other one is the minus rail, and this allows the battery to connect to the system, to the bike, without any cables. This is so genius. And also in here we have a scale. This is 20 max and 1 min. So we have this scale for height adjustment, and the rail goes down all the way to here, to this point, and then this is what the bottom looks like, and we have this on the bottom right here. I have never seen this before and I can't wait to try it out. But before we get to it, there is more of course. So we also get regular folding pedals. You can... Oh, never mind. Oh, that's different. Then I remember it. Well, when you pull this, then you can fold them. Oh, this is actually way better than the ones that I know, because you can't accidentally fold them, which will happen with the other ones. So I like this way more. The other ones you need to push them in and then you can fold them. It can happen accidentally, so this is actually way better. They also have the reflectors on the side, and we of course have one for the right side and for the left side. Then we also get a bag of tools that we need for the setup, so hex keys and this wrench. And then we also have this box with the brick. We will also get this adapter right here. We also get the EU cable right here, perfect. We get the user manual for the charger and for the battery of course. So check it out right here, and the other side. This is what the brick looks like. It's tiny and cute. And on the back we have all of that. So it's a 42 volt system. Love to see that. And before we check out the manual, let's check out this huge box right here. Accessories kit. So we also get all of that. And we even get fenders for the bike. 1 and 2, so they are similar. So let's check out the smaller one. So on the end we have this rubber end right here. This is plastic by the way. And then we have the mounting point. Bigger one is basically the same, and this is for connecting, well, for these two holes to connect it to the frame to make it more stable. And now let's check out the manual. So this is what it looks like. Looks pretty dope. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then all maintenance infos, troubleshooting. And here we also have all the specs, but we will get to that in a second. And lastly, we have the warranty. And there we have it. So as you saw, extremely detailed manual. I love it. Yeah, now let's get to the setup. So here we have it. Next up, let's remove all the cable ties and all of this protective stuff. Oh, nice. It also has this magnet. That's an awesome feature. And lastly, the other side for the magnet. So there we have it, straight out of the box. So let's start with the pedals. So this is the left one. And for this, we will also need the wrench. So let's do it. So and now let's insert the saddle. We have this epic mechanism right here. So there we go. Yeah, so we have the end stops right here. Yeah, maybe like right there. That is so cool. No cables whatsoever. Absolutely genius. Okay, now let's unfold the handlebar. Ah, there we go. But the handlebar is not perfectly leveled, so I need to adjust that. It's not that hard. Just open it up again. And then in here, we have this huge... Oh, actually, never mind. Actually, it's this one right here. That's way better, actually. So bring it back up. Oh, this is so nice. So usually this won't be a problem. In most cases, this is perfectly fine when it comes out of the factory. But in my case, it wasn't perfect and I want it to be perfect. And previously, you had to loosen up this huge screw in the middle. And that's yet another improvement with this bike that I absolutely love. You have this one out here. This hex key is of course included. And when that's loose, you can adjust it perfectly. All right, there we go. Screw it tight again. So this is now split up, way better to adjust and way safer too. With the other one, it was super hard to adjust. You had to loosen it, turn it a bit, and then screw it tight so that you can fold it back up and then check if it's right and then do the correction again and again so you get it. And the handlebar has this clamp, and to adjust it, just use the clamp a bit tighter. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Super easy to adjust. Let's check the height. Yeah, that's perfect. So this is basically it. It's super simple and fast. But as you know, I also got the fenders. So let's mount them too. Installing these accessories took me as long as the complete setup of the bike itself. You will also lose a few style points, but this will keep your clothes clean, especially when it's wet, so you decide if that's important to you or not. I think it definitely is. It's not looking that bad, so these are definitely low profile fenders, so no issues whatsoever. And there we have it. Done with the unboxing and with the setup, and now let's get to my first impressions and then of course to a close overview. Look at that, it's looking so cool. From this angle it's looking even better. Yeah, so beautiful one-piece frame design. Got the fenders on, the curvature and all of these details, the chamfers. It just looks so nice, so refined. I mean, look at all these details right here. Futuristic, spacey, absolutely amazing. It's small, it's light, it has so many new features. My first impression is definitely that this thing is epic. And now let's get to a close look. So starting with the front wheel, this has a proper air pressure. Let's check the valve. So this is a regular car tire valve. And this is the profile of the tires. Then on the left side, we also of course have the disc hydraulic brakes by radius. We have the caliper right here. And we also have the magnet. Then we have the fender right here. And this is what the other side looks like. We also have this reflector. Yeah, and the cable goes all the way up to the steering bar, of course. Then right here in the front, we have this amazing looking light, looking so cool, and it's super bright too. Then we have the rest of the cables entering the frame right here, going to the back. Here we have the pivot point for the handlebar, and of course the folding mechanism. This is it from the other side with this safety feature. We will check the handlebar in a second. So here we have the frame with the branding right here, QR code right there. And then we have another amazing feature, this folding mechanism that is completely hidden in the frame. This is the other side. And on the bottom we have this. Well, we also have the serial number, and on the bottom we have the unlocking safety feature right here. And then we can pull this out and then the frame will fold. We will check that out in a second. Absolutely dope. What's also dope is this mechanism for the saddle. Okay, it's hard to do this with just one hand, but as I said, this will connect the battery to the frame with these rails. When you press this down, there are two contacts that will come out and slide into these rails. Absolutely genius. We already checked out the saddle. The on and off is back here. Then down here we of course have the pedals, the chain, also this protective plate right here, which is looking amazing. We have these aluminum details and on the outside this black coating, looking stunning. This is what it looks like from the other side. All these details is just looking so nice and refined. Saddle from the other side. And then back here we have the back fender, this reflector, the rear disc brake, this other side for the magnet. Then we also have the kickstand that will work like this, and the back caliper. And then of course in between we have the motor and we also have the gears by Shimano. Here we have the shifting mechanism, which also has this protective bar, also a rear side. And this is the chain right here. And then back here we have this light, this reflector, and also in here actually there is a thing on, yeah, I'll just leave it on it for now. So on the back we have this numpad and we can actually set up a code for the bike. So cool. So and lastly here we have the steering bar. We have the left brake, which is the front brake, the right brake, which is the rear brake, hydraulic brakes. They feel amazing. The handlebar has these rubber pads on it. They feel pretty nice, pretty soft. This is the gear shifter. And right here we have the board computer. Well, actually talking about gears, sounding just perfect. Let's turn it on, so I will activate the battery. And to turn it on, we need to press and hold the on-off button. So again, battery, and 1, 2, 3, 4. The original password is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you hear that? I will not change the password for now. Oh, never mind, you have to press the power button again. Ah, there we go. So yeah, lastly we have this button right here. And with this one you can set the pedal assist from 0 to 1 and 2 and 3. And with the upper button you can turn on and off the light. Oh yeah, and when you double press the lower one, then you can switch between kph and mph. We have a 5-segment battery display. This is the light, super bright, believe me, because this light is super bright and you still can see it. This is what it looks like. And on the back we have the red LEDs. So it's perfectly street legal, has every feature that you need. So front brake test. Absolute beast. And back brake. Ooh. So, as you saw straight out of the factory, perfect setup. There is no rubbing, no noises whatsoever, and the brakes go hard. So yeah, supreme stopping power to say the least. So as you saw, it's looking amazing. And now let me tell you all about the specs and about all the new features. So here we have all the data in detail. We have the product size, the specific weight, all the requirements for riding it. We have the main specs and the battery. Check it out for yourself. And here we have the second page with the motor specs, the charging specs. And also lastly, we have the type of the lights and also the riding modes. When it gets to the features, we of course have a minimalistic design that looks stunning. We have the one-piece frame, a premium tube battery with the seat that is removable. We have the sliding crack for the battery, which allows a cordless battery connection. We have OEM lights, the hidden folding structure, and all in all 10 innovative patents. Also, when you have this bike, your riding will be with ease and elegance, but I will talk about the riding experience, about my experience in the conclusion part. It's also super easy to use. This will also be covered in the conclusion. Super easy setup. The folding mechanism is so fast and nice. We have a keyless security system. We will cover that in the ride test too. And as you saw, it's a safe and reliable companion. We have hydraulic disc brakes with superior stopping power. And yeah, we will get to that as well. IP54 waterproof and dustproof. We have awesome lights that will keep you safe at night. And we have the EN 15194 EU safety certification. 100% street legal, no worries whatsoever. Not bad, right? And now let's go for a ride test. So here we go. I was waiting for a sunny day for quite a while now, but this is as good as it gets. The sun just came out. Let's just make the best of it. As you can see, The bike is looking amazing. Adjusting the saddle on the fly is so easy. Just flip this up and then you can, but of course, this will depower the bike. I forgot about that. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. So, is that a good position? Yep, so I'm alright with this position. So let's turn it on again. And 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And by the way, I was testing the pedal assist in the flat and I was like, hey, why is it not doing anything? But actually, the thing is working so good, you won't even feel it. This is perfectly normal. Let's go for assist 3. So the torque sensing with this bike is so advanced. When you push the pedals, it won't just go all the way like on previous models. It will just kick in when you actually pedal. Look at that, the last days have been cloudy and rainy 24/7. Anyways, so the torque sensing is amazing and it kicks in really nicely. I mean, actually, great, brakes work awesome. Light. That's the thing, it just doesn't kick in whatsoever. It's so smooth. The pedal assist is the smoothest pedal assist that I've ever experienced. Feels amazing. Okay. Hill climb, no problem whatsoever. Oh, by the way, I completely forgot about the gears. So first gear. Yeah, you can definitely go with the highest gear, or is it the lowest? Well, the least torquey one all the time. But it's definitely nice to have the torque if you need it. And we will get to that too. Ooh, absolutely beautiful scenery though. Love the autumn colors. So many guys out. But no wonder it's a first nice day in quite a while. At least somewhat nice day. Grass hill climb just for fun. Okay, gear number 3. Ooh, no problem whatsoever. No problem whatsoever. Literally no problem whatsoever. Look at that. Woo, baby, let's go. Easy. It is such a beauty. I love it. And as always, to demonstrate the responsiveness of the torque sensing and also of the brakes, let's try wheeling this thing. But first, once more. Okay, no problem whatsoever. And by the way, it's also quite light actually. Yeah, you can easily grab it right here. No problem. The lighting situation is absolutely horrible though, so sorry for that. So yeah, the brake is top notch and the torque sensing is so smooth. Oh my goodness. Brakes work so good. The brake just saved my life right there. Oh, it's so responsive. Oh, I love it. So obviously don't try this at home. This might void the warranty. I just love doing this test to demonstrate the capabilities of the brake, and also the torque sensing is so smooth. It just supports your own effort perfectly, as you saw. And this is a masterpiece of a bike. Fiido, my hat goes off to you. This bike is really, really amazing. Oh, it's so nice. Too much fun. I'm having way too much fun. Yeah, buddy. Oh, it's so nice. The torque sensing is so responsive.
Whew.
Okay, and when it gets to the max speed, so on assist 3, oh yeah, if you want to cruise at 25, you definitely need to invest a bit of effort. Cruising without basically any effort, yeah, it's like 22 to 23, but if you want to cruise at 25, it will get a bit exhausting. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, low effort cruise is at around 22 kph. Free-handed riding is easy too. It's nicely balanced, perfect. So as I already said countless times, this bike has so many new features and new inventions that I've never seen on any other e-bike so far. And I probably ever won't, because on this thing are 10 patents, 10 new innovation patents. So I think only Fiido can use the new tech on their bikes. This one-piece frame design looks super sleek, and the design in general, all the curvatures, the chamfers, it just looks super refined and awesome. Also, of course, thanks to this hidden folding mechanism, and the color looks awesome as well. And this new battery rail technology allows for super easy and fast battery insertion, removal without any wires. It is so genius. It's absolutely mind-blowing. I love it. Just remember, don't unlever it while the bike is on, because then you will, you know, it's basically like the power plug, this lever. But yeah, it's so genius. I love it. Top-notch brakes and lights, of course. And as you saw, the setup was simple and fast too. There are just so many new features that make everything just way easier and way simpler than compared with regular e-bikes. This screw right here, I love it. I love it so much, actually. If you know, you know. Also, you can fold it in seconds. It has this built-in keyless security system. You just type in the code and you're ready to go. And you also can lock it, of course. And by the way, I haven't mentioned it, but this locking sound that we heard, this will actually lock the battery saddle in place. It's so cool. Yeah, and it's also a one-size-fits-all bike, so you can buy this and use it. Well, the whole family can use it. And as you saw, you can adjust it easily and fast. Obviously, I haven't done a long-term test, but thanks to the IP45 water and dust proofing, this thing will last quite a while for sure. Also, as you saw, I also have the fenders. This will not only save your outfit, it will also keep the frame clean. So I can definitely recommend fenders, even though it's not looking that cool. But I mean, these look pretty fine in my opinion. So yeah, all in all, we have all the EU certificates, all the EU standards are ticked, meaning it has everything to be a completely street legal bike, straight out of the box. And lastly, when it gets to the ride comfort, the power delivery, as you saw, it is so smooth. It is just awesome. It is so responsive, so fast. When you give it a bit of power, the support is just right on. You really need to feel it. If you have experience with other e-bikes and then test this is a whole other level. Yeah, this is of course thanks to the newly equipped torque sensor. Yeah, it's so responsive, it's crazy. Moreover, the motor is really silent. I mean, it's completely silent. I cannot remember hearing it. And it has no resistance whatsoever when you're riding it normally without the pedal assist. So in summary, you will get a lot of high-end features and the newest tech for a very acceptable price in my opinion. For what you will get, this is actually quite cheap if you ask me. Definitely trippy. So check out the product links in the description if you're interested. I will list and link the best deals for you. But before you go, smash that like button, then subscribe, ring the bell and click all to never miss amazing tech magnet videos. That's it for this one. Enjoy your day and I will see you soon.